Welcome, guys. So we start from 84, and please subscribe to my channel before watching it. So 84, the hydrogen light observed by spectrum bar crossers 3C9 are shifted so far into the red. So their wavelengths are 3 times as longer as observing the light from hydrogen atoms at the red at the inner light laboratory. So basically, you have 3C9 and because the universe is expanded, so there will be some speed. And then there's a lambda prime, which you know is 3 lambda. So you need to use the Doppler effect of light. So this tells you that you need to remember this formula. So you use this formula, you can solve 1 plus beta over 1 minus beta is 3. This tells you that beta is 0.8. So beta is V over C. So V is 0.8 C. 0.8 C. So the answer is C. The answer is C. Okay, so 85 say that the proton in using chemotherapy typically is in 0.6 C and ask about how much work is done. So the work basically is done by the total energy change. So the final energy is gamma mc squared. The original is mc squared. So this problem tells you that the special relativity is important in the subject GRE. So since it's 0.8, so 0.6, so beta is 0.6, and the gamma is 1 over 0.8, so it's 1.25. So plugging, we have 0.25 mc squared. 0.25 mc squared. So the answer is A. The answer is A. And the 86 is the common sense that in order to find the sign of the charge carrier, you need to use the quantum the original standard Hall effect, basic classical Hall effect. So the answer is E. The answer is E. Okay, so we forget 87. So 87 is equilibrium set up two masses, and 1 and 2 are connected by a mass string. The value of two masses are measured at the distance d, and the speed of m1 as it passes x1 and again x2. The experiment is to do the following. What's to do? Basically, this is you need to measure the important is measure the value of the acceleration due to gravity, and also you can see the energy conservation because you can measure m1 speed and m2 speed, and you can get the m2 difference, the gravitational potential difference. And the first one is not you cannot get the first one because there is no collision, so there's no momentum transfer. And also the important problem is you get force, so the momentum is not conserved here. So what conserved is the energy conservation, and basically the force will give the value of m2, and when m2 drop out, then you can measure the m1, the speed of m1 to get the value of acceleration due to gravity. So the answer is E. Okay, 88. Airplane drops the payload while traveling due north, parallel to ground, and a constant speed. If the air resistance is neglected, what is the velocity of the payload relative to the plane? Okay, so let me draw a picture. Basically, airplane just drops the payload, and there's a constant speed. So from the ground point of view, there's a still constant speed n over s, and this direction is north. Okay, and after 4 seconds, the down speed is for 40. Suppose g is 10. So from the ground, what we see is 100 meter per second toward north, and 40 meter per second down. So the answer is D. The answer is D. But okay, sorry about that. If there is relative to the plane. So relative to the plane, if we see a ground, then we see these two. But if we are on a plane, then we only see this. Sorry, so I forgot. The answer is B, because we only see, if on a plane, then we cannot see this. We only see this. Okay, then two balls identical to every way expected, except that one has twice the mass. So the mass is twice. And they said that there's a drag force, and proportional to the proportional to the velocity square, speed square. What's the ratio of the terminal of the ball? So basically, you get a mg, and the drag force basically cv square. So you get the mg equals to cv square, and which only difference is the m. So basically, v1 squared divided by v2 squared is m1 divided by n2. This tells you that v1 divided by v2, or vh divided by vl, is the mass, is mh square root of mh divided by ml. And mh is the heavy and light. So basically, the answer is square root of 2, because mh is 2 ml. So the answer is B. The answer is B. Okay, so 90 horizontal mass is being attached to a wall, and you know the mass, and you know displacement, and you know at some point you have speed at the equilibrium position. So what's the total magnetic energy? So basically, this is the simple harmonic oscillation. So the total energy basically is, you can calculate the total kinetic energy at the equilibrium. So since you already know the mass, and at the equilibrium you have a speed like this. So this is at the equilibrium. Since at the equilibrium there's no least potential term. So this is the answer. So the answer is 0.24J. We just computed, because this is you can write 400. So this is 0.0016, and we can compute it. Oh, this is m. 0.24 m means J, because m is equal to 10 to the negative 3. But when you do the test, you only need to calculate the number. So this is 16 divided by 2 is 8. 8 times 3 is 24. So this can help you quickly get the answer. So the answer is 0.24 mJ. Okay, basically, so I think this video is enough for today, and I will see you guys in the next video. And don't forget, be sure to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in the next video.